Today on X-Play, Republic the Revolution is finally here. Adam fights Jerry Springer in Celebrity Deathmatch. And the insane clown posse shared their views on the staff of X-Play.
Mostly they're all crackheads and drunks and stuff.
Can't argue with that. It's game time. Please welcome two people who are still untangling their controllers, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Oh, and welcome to X-Play, where nerds are king and we are emperor gods.
Beautiful. Today we have Backyard Wrestling.
And a game where you can play as porn star Ron Jeremy, and it's not a Sonic title.
Thanks. Then we also have a supernatural strategy game.
And we got a weird game that's like half strategy, half stealth, half third-person shooter, half RPG. There's another
already. And the big news is that one of these games gets our highest rating, a 5 out of 5.
Now, is it the game we're kicking the show off with? The highly anticipated game that was voted Best of E3 almost 2 years ago?
The game that we were insanely excited for back when we thought it was coming out in 2001.
Well, the wait is over. It's finally time for our review of Republic the Revolution. Welcome to post-fall of the Soviet Union. Looks kind of nice. Wait till you play in it. Republic the Revolution lobs a holier-than-thou hand grenade into your PC, killing and maiming all thoughts of getting anything done for the next week or so. So, before you commit to this game, realize this. The objective is to get your little gang of freedom-loving thugs to discredit the other non-freedom-loving crooks, and so attain the porcelain throne of power. Flush, please. Thank you. You'll start small, very small, as you begin to garner support from those unaffiliated, pasty-looking Eastern European yobs around you. After building your conspiratorial clan of chain seekers, you'll hit the streets. Hello? Is anyone here that wants to convert to a pseudo-open trade governance format and then toil until you die screwing the caps on toothpaste? Your minions skulk around under your guidance, gaining experience and skills so that they can perpetrate nefarious deeds on your opponent. There's this guy. He obviously has some groovy religious raver vision of your tomorrow. How about this guy? Why do Russians love the tracksuit? His group is the PSFVP, or the People Scream for Free Vodka Party. So I get the Blonsky to press the flesh, and Boris is going to put up posters, and me, I'm just going to sneak around and investigate. After a considerable amount of time, I will begin to attract a grassroots gaggle of crackpots that are actually concerned enough about what I say to come to a rally. Sorry kids, no coffee or donuts. The empty carb party's across the river. As you progress, and we're talking hours here, things like this happen. Cool, huh? Good luck finding it. Though one of the main objectives of Republic the Revolution is freedom, there doesn't seem to be much of it in the game. A lot of the routines seem to be scripted. As I initially set my character up, I make decisions like, do I report people and be a rat, or am I a nice guy and get the old lady an iron lung appointment? Once you've determined a kind of ethics palette, you can then go out and give the commies a sock and a kisser. Another thing that made my strong Ukrainian coffee cold was that beautiful city you can soar through. It's very nice. Until you realize 95% of the gameplay occurs on this flaccid 2D screen. Sorry, comrade, we're out of this long line from McDonald's. We give it a 2 out of 5. This is the biggest disappointment of the year so far. I was so psyched for this game way back in 2001. We interviewed the guys behind it. We saw demos. It looked really promising with lots of freedom. Instead, we got pie charts. Personally, I've had more fun using Quicken.
And now for a total change of subject.
Oh, great.
We wanted to update you on Sony's 3rd annual Gamers Day in San Francisco.
Of course, Gamers Day is sort of a misnomer since it's only there for the press. But anyway, we went down and we covered all the major Sony announcements.
Okay, well, let's start with the PSP. It's the handheld device that Sony says will have PS1 or even PS2 quality gameplay.
Now, Sony still can't tell us about its size or its battery life, but they will have a prototype at the next E3, and they plan to launch it in the winter 2004. And get this, it's going to have an analog stick. That's surprising.
Then there's the EyeToy, that little camera that lets you smack ninjas. Its US release is in November, so by winter you can flail around your living room like this. Then stop laughing already.
Oh, we will. The big news, at least for Final Fantasy fans, is that Sony unveiled its 40-gigabyte hard disk drive for the PlayStation 2.
Okay, now that's a big deal because the only way you can get a copy of Final Fantasy XI, the massively multiplayer online Final Fantasy, is to buy it bundled with the hard drive. And that's going to set you back $99. And there's also a monthly subscription fee of $12.95 a month.
On the upside, there is one. Once you buy the hard disk drive, you can have a cross-platform play between the PS2 and a personal computer player.
Right, and the disk drive will also let you download game demos and new content. Sony has already announced that you can get extras for SOCOM 2, U.S. Navy SEALs, and Siphon Filter, the Omega strain, through the hard drive.
So, look for Final Fantasy XI and the hard disk drive in March. I think it's March of next year. Just don't look for me playing it.
And if you've been having problems with your PS2 not reading your discs, check out our PS2 Quick Fix at our website, techtv.com/xplay.
So stick around. When we come back, we have 2 fighting games.
Ooh.
2 of them that give new meaning to the word mature.
Up next, the simple elegance of backyard wrestling. Is this legal? Once again, the stunt doubles for the blue and pink Power Rangers, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play, where we're devoting an entire segment to upcoming fighting games. And they aren't pretty.
Now, first up, it's an MTV show that's now a game because, you know, that TV to console transition is always a great idea, like The Simpsons and Beavis and Butthead. Anyway, MTV has traded in the claymation for some polygons. Here's our preview of Celebrity Deathmatch. Let's get ready to, get it! Yes, that's Justin Timberlake farting music at Marilyn Manson. Yes, that's Tommy Lee ripping out Jerry Springer's lower intestine. Yes, it's a preview build of Celebrity Deathmatch. Crack open Celebrity Deathmatch and you'll find a surly cast of over 20 characters to fight with. Roughly half are available for play at the outset, with additional brawlers unlocked by working your way through the single-player episode mode, which demands players survive a series of 2 planned fights and a main event. Designed for the mass-market audience, play should be suitably shallow. All you have to do is beat an opponent senseless. Matches are configured as one-on-one brawls, and literally slapping buttons should easily see first-timers through.
Is anyone even controlling that celebrity?
But complex fighting mechanics supposedly aren't the draw. Humor is.
Johnny, those are the biggest balls I've ever seen.
Okay. If you find antics like Anna Nicole Smith sitting on her foes amusing, then you'll certainly be entertained. And though it's unlikely anyone over the age of 18 will find the comedy enthralling, who knows?
They say I have an explosive personality.
Watching a giant banana shoot from between Ron Jeremy's legs may pass for high comedy in some circles, but we certainly don't stoop to that sort of thing on X-Play. Earning the game's mature rating are the kill moves, which see B-list celebs get slaughtered in ingenious ways. See, Chris Kirkpatrick is actually helping to kill himself. No matter how a pesky troublemaker is disposed of, bank on it being gruesome. The game also offers the option to create your own celebrities. See, here's me attacking Jerry Springer. And Morgan versus Miss Cleo. I know what you're thinking. Hey, Mr. Expanded Cable Celebrity in select markets, who would win? You or Morgan? Been there, done that. I know how it turns out. Should watching Carmen Electra, Cindy Margolis, Busta Rhymes, and other C-listers beat each other bloody pique your interest? You won't have long to wait. Celebrity Deathmatch ships this September with a price tag that's mercifully under $20. Until then, Mr. T suggests dialing this number.
1-800, I'm gonna kick your ass.
It's over! It is over!
I even feel my IQ dripping out of my ear. Oh, man. Well, I like the way that he played her lower intestine like a guitar. That was special.
Yes, it was. Now, this next game, Backyard Wrestling, stars the Insane Clown Posse, who were recently voted the worst band of all time by Blender Magazine. And now they have their own wrestling league. The worst wrestling league of all time? You decide. Here's our preview of Backyard Wrestling. When we saw the Backyard Wrestling booth at E3, we were amused, to say the least.
From the action on stage, there was no doubt in our minds that this is going to be the wrestling game to beat this year, and the audience agreed. Bullshit! Bullshit! Okay, well, then backyard wrestling will add a new level of gritty realism to an increasingly corporate sport. Bullshit! Bullshit! Fine then. Backyard wrestling is the only game this year that features clowns fighting in a strip club. Ha! That shut you up. Yes, those lovable circus rejects / rappers / wrestling impresarios insane clown posse have got themselves a game. And who deserves it more, really? These guys are clowns with principles.
They could have called and said, yeah, we're making a game about axe murdering old ladies. And I'd have been like, a video game, you say?
Where I sign up.
Clowns who have assembled the best stable of wrestlers ever.
Mostly they're all crackheads and drunks and stuff, you know.
But hey, with wrestlers like the Masked Horn Dog and El Drunko, what do you expect? There's certainly no lack of humor in this game, especially if you think whacking somebody with a lawn gnome is funny. And I know some of you guys out there will just love the tag team stripper beatdowns. That's right, you're in my house now. Okay, I know this is just a preview copy, but the developers have got a lot of work to do on this game before it comes out this fall. We don't want to go on about the game's shortcomings at this stage. Sure we do. Let's see. We got stuck in a wall. We had to fight someone who was stuck in a wall. Fought enemies who jog in place while you levitate a chair at them. Not even sure what happened here. But if they can just fix these tiny little problems, backyard wrestling could turn out to be a pretty decent game. It's got the action, it's got the humor, it's got washed up novelty rappers beating the grease paint off each other. We'll just have to wait to see who gets the smackdown when backyard wrestling ships this fall.
I'm gonna beat your ass, Blanca!
They're clowns. They're insane. They have a posse.
That's a really specific game.
In a moment, we try to sneak out of reviewing Cold Zero.
I know, I shouldn't drink so much.
They each own one half of a magical medallion. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play. We have a stealth game.
That's also a strategy game.
It's also a third-person shooter.
That has role-playing elements.
Just show the review.
Here's Cold Zero. I mean, cold.
Your mission, should you choose to endure it, is to pilot little John McCaffrey through the harrowing life of a mercenary. After logging a few hours on this game, the tedium factor will indeed make this a mission intolerable.
So, how do you like our new office?
Has life always been this hard?
We find John just trying to put food on the table. He had it all until taking out an innocent as a police sniper some time ago. The road to recovery has him holed up in an industrial office space with a sassy yet capable secretary scaring up odd jobs on the global circuit of international murder and mayhem. Their office is found in a town that sort of looks like a cross between some spent seaport and Hackensack. The locals seem straight out of charm school.
I don't know what time it is. I don't want to know what you're selling. No, I can't. I don't care what it's about.
The guy in the gun store trades his arms folded tightly across his chest, Second Amendment spew and bravado for a kind of Boris Karloff hiss.
It's you. It's good of you to visit so often.
This game has more canned dialogue than you could shake a rubber reptile at.
John, you're getting more like your father as time goes by.
I know, I shouldn't drink so much.
John's relationship to his environment is strictly controlled by the game's all-seeing AI.
The very last thing I need to tell you is how to check what your enemy can see.
Levels monitor everything from his visibility to his auditory presence. This becomes part of the strategy, of course, as you can sneak up on a guy in stealth mode. This game also comes complete with more guns and an NRA swap meet. The problem is there's so many variables as to how the guns are effectively used that you never really know how you're going to match up with another gun-toting Yahoo. When you pick up a weapon, it has the potential to be damaged.
You should therefore repair your weapons from time to time.
Damaged? It also depends on your skill points accrued for that given weapon. You need skill points to level somebody with an automatic shotgun? The game operates in real time and demands quick decisions and pinpoint timing. The only problem is that John doesn't get his shizzle out of the hizzle fast enough. This dude is slow. I'd rather him be in auto reload mode than have the ability to fly over an environment to see exactly where all the bad guys are. The camera is woefully difficult to maneuver at times. Sorry, John, you're sticking to the back pages of Soldier of Fortune. We give it a 2 out of 5.
Okay, so that game was a 2 out of 5, which means...
Stick around, because after the break, we have a game that gets a perfect 5 out of 5.
Oh, good.
Coming up, come on, get spooky with Ghostmaster. Jump for joy, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Are you jumping?
For joy.
Sort of squirming. And we're back, and we have one game left, and it's a really good one.
We are as surprised as you are happy. This is kind of a new and very curious approach to the survival horror and strategy genres, and it has some of the best pop culture references we've seen in a long time. This is a review of Ghostmaster. If this is your expectation for a video game, you may not want to go any further. For those of you who might be interested in scaring the sheet off of people in an extremely clever way, take a look at this. Ghostmaster for the PC is a giant mixed salad of horror reference and insightful puzzle solving that might just creep between you and your trigger finger for a while. It sims like there's something going on around here. They talk like Sims. They move like Sims. They even think like Sims. But who cares? You're not a Sim.
We can't find our way out. I smell dead people.
You're the ghostly gas of the netherworld. Your job, to scare the crap out of every Sim you see. Coupled with accessible controls and fast navigation, this game supplies the right amount of Eye of Newt to any action, strategy, and puzzle-solving potion. If you hate arrogant frat dudes as much as the next guy, scare the contents of their bowels out of them with a couple of well-placed spells to the man-berries. Look at these dudes.
Bro.
Dude.
Bro.
Each ghost you're given and accrued through the game has a backstory or epitaph. Why and how they died will offer you clues as to their spooked out speciality.
I just want to finish the tune I was playing.
Spirit is fettered or attached to a specific place. Gremlins mess with machines. Sprites mess with wind and ghostly music. Horses or sandmen give you nightmares. Clatterclaws here is not your normal spider once you pry open his fangs and taken a gander at his venom within. Swarm and spawn spells make him a good choice for total room coverage. Weather, wind, and personal space are these shades' ace of spades, and the slimy little Sims don't stand a chance. Each locale is ripe with objectives. Mansions hide secrets in their darkened rooms, and so too do the nasty little residents bundle away horrible deeds in the cellars of their minds. Your objective will sometimes not be to scare your victims away, but towards objectives and discoveries. In the Calamityville horror, the cops need to find the bodies the nasty granny killed in order for you to level up. This house looks familiar. Yes, it's the ranch-style remnants of the home of the flesh-bound Necronomicon from Evil Dead. The kids are looking for the evil book, and you have to guide them to it. Once they perform their ritual, their souls will be torn from their bodies, and you, victorious, will level up. This game's got everything going for it. Humor, pop culture references, a quick response graphics engine, and...
Bro.
Dude.
Bro.
Not you, dorks. Where was I? Oh, yes. And a gruesome amount of character development pertaining to the rotting, expired leftovers of life. We love hassling Sims, and we love this game. We give it a 5 out of 5.
Good times.
This was a wonderful, wonderful surprise.
It came out of absolutely nowhere. No one was expecting this.
And what was more than that is it reminded me how rarely that happens. You know, I've learned after reviewing games for a while that you're used to disappointments, from games that are promising big and fall short. This game I didn't even know was in the making. It comes here and it's getting our highest score. It's renewing my faith.
That's nice. I feel great now. Okay. Thankfully, we have some viewer mail to get off of Adam here.
Yeah, okay. I'm moving past my emotions. Right. Today's viewer mail has actually been discussed on our message boards, too, which is amazing that there's an actual discussion going on there. This is from Ass Assassin 44 in Florida. He writes, now that Eidos and Acclaim have announced that they aren't making any more games for the GameCube, what does this mean for Nintendo? Is the GameCube doomed, or what?
Well, Ass Assassin, Nintendo has announced that there will be another console from them, so they remain doomless.
And I think we also need to put things in perspective, Ass Assassin. Acclaim and Eidos, how can we best put this? They're not exactly industry leaders, okay? Oh, the GameCube owners aren't getting Tomb Raider or BMX XXX or Backyard Wrestling. So you know what? Honestly, it might be more of a blessing than a curse. Though GameCube owners have always had pretty good taste. I think know to steer clear of crud like that.
Okay, now I want to say that a lot of people send us things in the mail, and some of those things are horrifying.
Yes, definitely. Like that pet cat that brings you a dead rat as a gift and then follows it up with a bird and then mixes them into a bouillabaisse. And you're like, yeah! Anyway, the thought behind it is very lovely, but we are totally freaked out by the pictures of your X-rated Final Fantasy fan fiction.
Yeah, please stop that. However, this week, we have a little gift that made us smile. It's from Mart and Mel. They write, on a recent trip to Calgary Zoo, we came across some dick dicks and instantly thought of you. So we took a pic for you, and here they are. Cute little dick dicks. And here's the picture.
They are so cute. They're like little dick dicks. Oh, and they have a cafeteria lunch tray in their pen. Maybe, you know, they went down to Smorgasbord's Bob's for the, you know, the early bird special.
Oh,
that's so cute. You know, that is one of the most awful things I think we've gotten from our viewers. So take that warning, all of you.
All right, one last viewer mail from Magician42. Just want to know what you do when you're not working or playing games. Do you have hobbies? I like to practice my Elvish.
I like to find that life that I lost once I started this job.
Yes, we play a lot of video games.
Go to our website, techtv.com/xplay.
Nice.
All right. Look at me, I'm a